Hi there, welcome to Teach Kids Money TV. My name is Maya Korvik, and today I would like to talk with you guys about financial fraud and identity theft. Because most of us know what that is, but the question is, do our children know? Can they recognize when an email or a text message like that comes through to make sure that they ignore it or that they block that call so that they don't get calls from that telephone number anymore? And do they know that they're not supposed to give out any personal information to these people? So what I encourage you to do, and this is what I do with my own children, every time I get an email like this or a text message, I share with my children. I show it to them. And then I usually ask more questions than I give them answers. Hi guys, this is Maya, Danielle, and Tia. Today we're talking about financial fraud and identity theft. I ended up getting this really sketchy text message on my phone from Netflix asking me to log in because my payment has been canceled. So the email or the text message that I got looks something like, let's see if we can show it, something like that. And so what would happen, I guess, what would happen if I click on this? It takes me where? What does that look like? Let's show it. And it says, what does it say, Tia?
Payment declined. Dear customer, we were unable to validate your billing information for the next billing
and then it's
cycle
asking
of your
you
subscription.
to restart the membership, right?
Yep.
So if she clicked on restart the membership, what would happen? Let's see. What is that? Can we just show it? It says email and password, sign in. What would happen, Danielle, if she signed in?
The scammer would take the email and password and attempt to sign into your other stuff if you use the same password.
So they would have my email and password for Netflix, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then they can log into my Netflix. What do you think is stored on Netflix on my personal account with Netflix?
Your bank account.
My billing information, yeah, it could be my credit card. So then if they can log in as me, then they have access to my credit card. And what can they do with my credit card?
They can steal your money.
Right, they can charge my credit card. So if you see something like this, what do you think you should do?
Delete it.
Ignore it.
Delete it, ignore it, block the number, okay? And then there are other
and eat ice cream.
Emails and eat ice cream. Yes, and eat ice cream. There are other emails and phone calls, even voicemails that we get as adults, as parents. So I think it's really good to share those with our kids so our kids understand what those are and that they should not give out any personal information. Anything else, guys?
No.
Eat ice cream.
Eat ice cream. Eat ice cream?
Sure, that can be your outro.
A couple of years ago, I ended up going to this conference on financial fraud and identity theft. And we had somebody from our RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and they ended up talking about financial fraud and identity theft. And they said it's a huge, huge problem. There's so much of it going on that they cannot keep up with the volume of it. And they said the best thing that we can do as citizens is to really share with each other every time we get these messages, or especially if we ended up being a victim of one of these crimes. And usually for people, it's embarrassing to admit that, they fell for an email like that. But the best thing they can do to help their family and friends is if they share this with them and tell them, this is what was sent to me, and I thought it was legit, and this is what I did. I kind of fell for it. So if you receive something like this, don't go for it, don't fall for it. And so that's something that we need to communicate to our kids. But before I end this, let's see how much you know about financial fraud and identity theft. So, how much money is lost to fraud every year globally? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? It's actually C, $3.7 trillion. That is a huge amount. Can you imagine $3.7 trillion? That's a lot. So I just want to talk about identity theft versus financial fraud. And this is something we need to explain to our children, especially to teenagers, because they're getting to that age, especially when they're 18 and they can actually get their first credit card. and they have a lot more responsibility. They need to understand the difference. So obviously financial fraud is when they use your credit card information or your bank information, they steal money from you. Identity theft is when they actually when these fraudsters use somebody else's identity to gain financial advantage, or other benefits in that person's name. And the problem with identity theft is that it is so hard to clear up your name once your identity theft has been stolen. So they may use information such as your social insurance number in Canada. I'm not sure what they would use in US, but you need to explain to your children that they're not under any circumstances to give out their social insurance number to anyone through these emails or messages or anything like that. What is the average time that it takes to repair the damage done by identity theft? What do you think? The correct answer is B, 330 hours. That is equivalent to working a little more than full-time for 2 months. And in some cases, to fully correct the damage from identity theft, it can take up to as many as 5,840 hours, which is really equivalent to 2 years of full-time work. So what can we tell our children? Well, first of all, as I said already, do not give out your social insurance number to anyone. Keep your credit cards in your wallet and keep them safe once they have them, once they're 18. Try really not to use public Wi-Fi, and if you're using it, do not log into your banking website. And if you want a really good laugh, there's a comedian out there. He has some really, really great YouTube videos on financial fraud and identity theft. His name is James Veitch, and I hope I pronounced that right. I will put some links to his YouTube videos below, and I hope you find them funny. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to receive some more videos on financial literacy and children, please click the subscribe button. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.